Just imagine flying, looking up and just seeing this. Like, that's not what I wanted to do. Ah!
Damn, yo, that was crazy.
Ah!
Fucking crazy. Time to open a can of whoop ass.
That's what you get for blocking the crosswalk. Oh. We need the crosswalk. Oops. That's if you want me to help.
Learn some manners. What on earth? What the fuck, bro? How rude! What the fuck? I can't believe it.
what I mean by that is
This shit ain't it!
Look your face! You jerk!
I'm running low on ammo!
Dummy!
What the hell? No way. Bro, what the fuck? I'm fucking gone, bro! Oh!
Shit stick!
Oh, I'm in a car.
You never have to worry about that.
I'm digging this song. I'm digging this car, dude. This car is cool.
What the fuck?
Her. So stupid. Are you gonna let me drive in here? It'd be funny if it did. You gonna let me drive in here?
Sure thing. I don't like this. This is not good.
God damn!
Shit! My wheels!
I can drive in here. That's cool. I can't get that no further though. It's cool that I was able to get that far. Now. Now let's see what we can do.
Hands in the air now! I'm on it! Fuck! No! What the? God damn you! Where'd they go?
Let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can do in here. How much damage I can do in here.
Shield yourself!
Your safety is important to us. Surveillance cameras are posted, though not monitored.
If you want to talk on FaceTime, it would be easier to explain. I don't know. If you want to talk on FaceTime, it would be easier to explain.
What? Hold on. Gibbon. That's the gibbon. And this is a running monkey.
I'm getting calls on both. Hold on. Hello? Oh, just... Um... I mean, I understand. Like I said before, maybe it's different, kinda, but I've been in a similar situation.
Idiot!
You can't hide.
Yeah, first of all, that's not gonna happen. I understand your concern, but yeah, I understand. But like me having the best friend I have, that sounds ridiculous. But like, no. I know,
You jerk!
but knowing what friend who my best friend is, and me walking away because I don't understand something sounds kind of ridiculous, now doesn't it?
Hold it right there. You fucking loser. I'm reloading. Cover me.
Don't worry about that. Like if I don't get it now, I'll figure it out later.
Oh man, you fucking fucker. Drop the weapon.
Like I said, it's a spectrum. Somebody with autism might not understand it, some might, and some might halfway. It like depends on the person. Like each person is different. It's a spectrum.
Dummy!
Sort this out. Fucking retard. Stay front. I need cover. Repeat. Need cover.
I mean, it's hard to explain because autism is a wide spectrum. Like maybe in the middle. Like,
Fuckface!
Get cover. I'm reloading.
I'm getting there. Yeah.
Idiot!
Just like how some autistics are nonverbal, and some can talk just fine, like me and Lisana. It really depends. You could either have ADHD with me when it's chill, or you can have ADHD like Emily as a kid who made her a hothead. It's a mixture, but the ADHD didn't help. The ADHD didn't help. It's a mixture.
It's both.
Watch out! Oh no! Officer down!
Yeah, it was both. But the ADHD just didn't help. Made it worse. But yeah, like she's completely mellowed out now. She's not a hothead not as a she's not a she's only a hothead when you make her mad. When she was younger, she would go look for somebody to beat up or fight. Well, she would make herself mad just so she could let her anger out on people.
You'll get your head taken out.
No, not really. They pretty much just told Emily that if you don't behave, we're gonna make you wear a dress and play with Barbie dolls. Yeah, kinda. But what if I'm not hungry? I mean, yeah, I get that, but like at the same time, what if I'm not hungry? It's like you want me to gorge myself just because you want me to eat because it's lunchtime? Like I'm not okay. So in my head, if I'm not hungry, I'm not going to eat just because it's lunchtime. I mean, when I was in school, I had no choice because, because if I miss lunch, I don't get to eat until another 3 hours, or like after school. But like here at home, it's like oh, it's 12 o'clock. I'm gonna eat. No, I only eat when I'm hungry. It's like even in school, if I'm not if I'm not hungry,
Dear God!
I'm just not gonna eat. And if I get hungry later on, that's on me because I didn't eat. But like, I'm not gonna eat food just because somebody tells me to, and just because it's lunchtime. If somebody was like, "Oh, eat your food, or you're not going on the rides." I'm gonna get on a ride anyway. Like, what are you gonna do? Stop me? It's like, even if I'm not hungry, most of the rides I get on are insane, like roller coasters and stuff. So why would I eat before I get on a ride? That wouldn't make any sense. You see, that doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, if you don't eat, you don't get to go on the rides. Well, we eat and get on a ride, and then we get sick, and oh, whose fault is that? It's you, because you made me eat before I got on the ride.
Idiot.
I mean, even though I've never gotten sick on a ride, but I've gotten sick on one. It wasn't because I did not. It wasn't because I ate before. It was because I don't know. Like I didn't eat before. I didn't eat before I went on a ride, but it's like I didn't eat. I didn't eat before I didn't eat before I got on the ride, but it's like I don't know. Like I got off the ride and I felt like dizzy and sick.
I've got to reload.
You jerk!
Yeah, it's like there are some rides that legitly make some people black out because of the gravity. Yeah. But like, I would if that was me, I would have been like, no, because if I eat and get on this ride and I get sick, that is your fault.
You jerk!
They wouldn't be able to legally do that. And if they did, call the cops on them. Yeah, but they can't force you to ride a ride if you don't want to. Well, your parental figure would not say that. Like, first of all, if you force somebody to do something that is clearly optional, and they don't want to do it, and you make them do it, then a parent's gonna be mad that you made their kid do something they didn't want to do, especially if it's optional. But if it's like schoolwork or something, it's like, oh, well, do your schoolwork. But if it's like riding a ride, that's completely optional. Like, you can't force me, you cannot force me to get on a roller coaster if I don't want to. That's if I'm in school or as an adult.
Jesus! God damn it!
Most of them are empty threats. I mean, I would have just said no. Because I'm gonna say, because if I would have said no, what are they gonna do? Pick me up and put me on a ride themselves? They can't. They not even just legally, right? Like, physically, they can't force me to do something that I don't want to do. Yeah, if that's if that's how the world works, then 90% of crimes in this country wouldn't be crimes. You see, if the word no was respected more, then are these SH and grape charges wouldn't be a thing if the word no was respected. I mean, I would have kept just saying no. That's just. Well, yeah, but like, if it was up to me, I would have just kept saying no. Like, what are you gonna do? Like force me? Like, legally, you can't put your hands on me, so you can't force me to do anything. And then I would, and then that didn't work. I'm like, and then I would have dared them. I'm like, touch me, I dare you. I dare you. Put money in my parents' pocket, please. I dare you to touch me. That's just how I would be. Yeah, but like at the same time, I would have like. You see, people are big and bad until you until you play their game and be like you're going to get on a ride. I dare you to force me. Like, please touch me. Like, I would love to. I would love for my parents to take you to court. Please. You see. Yeah, I would have been like, she said no. Like, what part of that don't you understand? Is like, and then if that didn't work, I'm like, I dare you. I dare you. 100% triple dog dare you to do something about it. Well, no, because that's assault, but defeat them verbally. I mean, Emily it would have been more physical, but me, verbal. It's like they want to be like oh, I'm the teacher. You're gonna do what I say, what I want you to do, until you tell them to force me. And now they're gonna be quiet because they know they can't physically force you to do something, especially if it's optional. Keyword optional. Right. Like, like, the rides are optional. Keyword optional. Like, even if you were forced to go on the field trip because the entire school was going or something. Like, we went to the field day for like the shot go thing, the shot go springs thing at the facility every year. Yes, everybody had to go. It's like either you go or you go home before the field day. So I had to go because I couldn't just go home. But like, people were forced to go, right? But they couldn't force us to do anything while we're there. And that would be the same way. Like, like, I'm gonna, you're gonna do, you're gonna go on this ride if you like it or not. All right, I dare you. No, I know what you mean, but most of the time, when you match their game verbally, they're gonna stop trying. Especially when like, they can't, like, do it. Like somebody was like, I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you up. Emily says, I dare you. Put your hands on him. I put your hand. I dare you to. Most of the time, people were smart and shut up. Most people like, oh, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Yeah, the annoying thing. I'm not touching you. The little kid sibling thing. Technically, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I almost successfully landed a plane. I was coming in too hot and too fast, and I couldn't slow down in time. And I ran into a building, and the wing came off. It was close. It was close though. Oh, Grand Theft Auto, yeah. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. Like, I like flying planes and stuff. Like sometimes I like going to the military base and I wouldn't even try to do this if I was in the regular story mode. I mean, if it was part of the mission, I had to, but it's like I wouldn't, you know, because flying a plane in this game is not easy, especially okay. So the taking off and flying part is easy. It's the landing part that's tricky because you got to make sure you have enough room to stop.
Goddamn problem. That's not what I meant. Sorry.
And you got to come in harder.
Oh my god.
And Guitar Hero just match the colors with the colors on the screen.
Christ!
So now she's like, try me. I dare you to. Like, oh, you're gonna eat and you're gonna like it whether you want to or not. I dare you to try it to force me. I dare you to try to force me to do so. This actually happened. Like, I dare you to force me to do so because you can't force me to eat if I'm not hungry. Yeah, but completely shutting them out of your life is being independent, but it's not necessary to be independent. You see, you see, it's still possible to be independent, but still have contact with your parents at the same time. Like everybody does that. A lot of people do that. Like my brother. My brother, for example, he's for 90% of the year, he's up at school. He's independent. He lives. He goes grocery shopping. He cooks his own food. He makes his own bed. He goes to class. He does everything independently, but he still is in contact with my parents. But he's still independent. Well, is it necessary that you don't want it? Well, then it has to be necessary the other way around too. one way can't be necessary and the other way can, because then yeah, but the life is not that black and white though. That's just like saying, oh, either people are good or people are bad, but it's not that simple. Like the world is not that black and white. It's not either one way or the other. I mean, I guess, but then you don't ever learn anything that way. I don't mean learning as in seeking knowledge. I meant like, I don't know. I don't know where I was going there. But I mean, I get what you're saying, but in my mind, completely shutting out your parents just for the sake of being independent is not necessary for independence.
Oh my god! Ah! Fuck! Dickhead!
Fuck!
I was staying my ground. Fucking jerk.
Well, yeah, but like at the same time, I misunderstand you a lot, but you haven't shut me out. So like are you? Yeah, it's like we're both people, I guess. Well, maybe they just genuinely. I mean, tried, I guess. I don't know. Just try doing what you do to get me to finally understand, like, what, it's, I don't know, explain it like you do. I mean, I know it seems easy, but I'm one of the hardest people in the world to talk to because I don't understand a lot of things. Well, no, you say it's BS because you understand me. There's a lot of people who don't. I don't know. Oh no! No. Pull up on the throttle. Okay, I got it. I was screwing around on the air in a jet, and I almost crashed. And I said I need to pull up on the throttle because if I was about to crash and pulling up on the throttle would make the airplane go back up. And I didn't want to crash, so I'm like, pull up on the throttle, and I did it just in time. I almost crashed. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like, I mean, well, okay. So like, for example, and I know it's kind of an extreme example, but it's the only way I know how to explain it. Emily has misunderstood the world since 2004. Yeah, when she found out, yeah. But she doesn't shut out all humans just because a human killed her mother. And they eventually forgave their father. So if they can forgive their father for doing what he did, I think it's fair that you should be able to forgive your parents for not understanding you, especially because murder is not involved. Well, then you don't truly forgive them if they don't know you forgive them. It's like yeah. It's almost like if I go and I get mad and I yell and I hit Emily, right? And let's say she's not the hothead she is, and it really hurts her feelings, right? Me praying to God that like her being like, oh, I forgive him, but I don't want him to know that. How am I supposed to know that she still wants to be friends if not friends, but how do I know that she forgives me if she doesn't tell me she forgives me? Well, there's nothing that says you have to be mad at anybody either, but people are.
God damn it!
Right. Just like it would be healthy for me to forgive Kiana, but it wouldn't be healthy to be like, hey, you want to get back together? No. I wouldn't do that because that would be non-healthy. Just like Hannah getting back with me. I would be happy, but I don't know if I would say yes because I don't know if it's healthy for us to be together. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know if it's healthy for her. I mean, if it's healthy for me, yeah, perfectly healthy. She made me happy. So I have no reason not to want to be with her. She didn't know I was addicted. No, I never told her
Is this really happening?
because she was.
Oh my God! Are you blind?
I don't know. I just didn't want her to know. I mean, I was going to tell her at some point, but it wasn't time.
Wow.
Oh shit!
I mean, I eventually told her when I finally apologized a year and a half later. And she told me that she's thankful for the apology. And she said that showed a lot of growth. She told me that she doesn't regret being with me. Like, being with me made her a stronger person. I just wish I could have done that in a different way. I lost a lot of friends because of the whole Hannah situation. Yeah. So I had my friends, she had her friends, but then we also had our mutual friends. And when I did what I did, a lot of our mutual friends was like, no, I'm going to be friends with her. And some of our mutual friends decided to hang out with me instead. Don't know why, but I ended up losing a lot of friends because of what I said to Hannah. We had a lot of mutual friends, and some of them hung out with me and me alone. Not me alone, but like, not her. Some of them communicate with both, but some of them just communicate with her, and I haven't talked to them since March of 2018. I felt bad for what I said immediately after I said it, but I was too scared to apologize. But by the time I did apologize, exactly. And a year later, she got married. And now it's definitely too late.
Hello there. Yoga's for chavalas. I'd rather hit the weights any day.
And I wish I could say her being happy makes me happy, but I don't know if that's necessarily correct. I mean, I want her to be happy. Like I want her to be happy. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. That's a tricky one. Because that's a tricky one. If I didn't break up with Hannah, I would have never been with Skylar and vice versa. So that's a tricky one. So I don't know what I would rather happen. I guess I just wish it ended on better terms, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I didn't necessarily want it to end, but it's like I can't see my life without Skylar. So it's like it had to end at some point. But it's not I didn't necessarily want to, but it's like Yeah, like it's not like one was first place and the other was second place. Like they were each their own person, and I loved each one of them for completely different reasons. So it's not like I got with Skylar because I broke up with Hannah, and it's not that I want to get back with Hannah just because Skylar's gone. Either it's like it's a tricky one. I miss Skylar and Hannah, but I couldn't have them both at the same time. Not that I wanted to, because one was enough. You see, I I think it's unfair to divide the love I have for somebody if I'm in a relationship with some. Like, if I'm with Skylar, I'm gonna give Skylar 100% of my love, and it's not being shared with anybody else. You see, I don't, I don't have enough spoons to deal with two relationships at the same time.
Was that for real?
Why would I do that?
Oh, shit.
Now what?
Ah, shoot.
Uh, but like I was saying, I don't think I have enough spoons to deal with two relationships. Like, I can deal with one because it's easier to focus my heart on one. Well, like one active relationship at a time than to like divide it two or three ways because it's like Now I have to divide, oh, how much time am I going to spend with you? How much time am I going to spend with you? How much time am I going to spend with you? When I only have one relationship, I just spend all of my alone time with her. And I won't have to worry about how much alone time I spend with other people. It's hard for me to distribute that.
Jesus.
Christ! That was so not my fault. 不可相信。
I tried polyamory before, it didn't really work. Like two. Well, other than me and the person, it was two. It was a triangle relationship. Oh, yes. But then it didn't work because I didn't, it
Hey, what's happening?
was one polyamory, it was one polyamorous relationship. But each relationship was their own relationship. Like, we all three wasn't in a relationship. I was in a relationship with this person, and they were okay with me being in a relationship with this person at the same time. But we wasn't all three in one relationship. It was just two separate relationships that were consented upon. And it was hard for me to distribute my time because it's like now I have to focus on two people instead of just one. Now, if I'm only with one person, I distribute my time with like my friends and her because most likely she was going to be a part of my friend group because she was Skylar, as in she. Um, and a long time with her. It's just easier to do that than like split a long time two ways and like distribute it properly because it's like, okay, so how come? Because it starts getting to the not on purpose, but the questions start getting asked. Oh, why is she getting more time than me? And the other way around, I'm like, it'd just be easier just for me to be in a monogamous relationship, so I don't have to worry about who I spend more time with. I just spend a lot of time with that one person, and that's simple. I'm kind of selfish. Not selfish as in, oh, you can't talk to anybody. But like selfish as in, if somebody is my girlfriend, they're my girlfriend, nobody else's. That's how I was with Skylar. That's how I was with Hannah. It's like Skylar was mine and only mine, and I was hers and only hers. mean, it's all good. There's nothing to apologize about. I was just explaining how, like, just the people I'm with at that given time. I'm just very selfish when it comes to that because it's easier to deal with one relationship instead of two.
Hey, bro, you sound happy.
I don't know. Like, I didn't know I could protect Skylar until I had to. So I don't know if I have to. If I don't know if I'm capable of doing anything until I have to.
It'll be on your desk first thing tomorrow
I
morning.
wouldn't do that. Like the way it works with me, that if I'm in a relationship with somebody, if they have an ex that they're completely comfortable talking to, go ahead. That's me trusting the person not to cheat on me.
What the hell?
I never said you would.
God, whatever.
God damn it!
Well, no. Cause he's stupid.
I was an associate who... Excuse me. Totally my bad. Let's go running next week.
See, my guess is because he was stupid. I mean, it. Okay, so like, if I was still with Skylar and Skylar had an ex that made it for comfortable in talking to, and they was like, "Oh, you remember the time that we were on hanging out that time when we were together and this so and so and so and so," and then laughter. It's great. But then if I catch him flirting, I'm like, hands off, that's mine. Back off. And Skylar would just, and if she kept somebody flirting with her, she'd be like, yeah, and even if she caught somebody flirting with her and I didn't, she would be like, I'm not yours. No, hands off. I mean, she didn't belong to me because, you know, owning people in America is not a thing anymore. But, but it's like, but it's like, she's mine as in we're in a relationship and nobody else can touch her other than me. Well, unless she's like, oh, but those hands are mine. Like, that's just because why would they be holding hands? It's like, yeah, it's like a hug. Oh, it's been a minute. A hug, high five, hug as much as you want, high five as much as you want. Don't grab her butt. That butt's mine. Don't touch anything that you're not supposed to do because that also belongs to me. And hugging, it's fine as long as those boundaries are kept. You can hug and high five and all you want, but just don't try to hold her hand or and and Skylar, you know, most of the times when it happens to her, I didn't have to say anything because she would say something anyway. She'd be like, no, you're not doing that. Because there are people who I tried to touch her and I wasn't around, and Skylar would be like, Excuse me, what are you doing? And then she was like, "This is not happening. Back off, hands off." If she has to, she will. Yeah, she's a lot like Emily in that way. If she has to be like push people back, like back off, then she will. She would. But if it doesn't escalate to the point, then a verbal warning works just fine. But if that verbal warning doesn't get through, now we have to get physical. Because obviously talking didn't get your attention. So since talking didn't get your attention, maybe my fist will. And then that's when the fighting happens. But I never had to worry about Skylar because she was very trustworthy and she knows if anybody were to flirt with her, she would shoo them away. You see, that's why it's hard for me to be in a relationship with anybody else. Like, I didn't have to worry about Skylar because she could speak up for herself and be like, shoo, back off.
I love your car.
Yeah, but if that's not you, that's not you. I don't want you not changing who you are. Just, I don't know. It's,
Bus.
Fucking A.
I don't know. I just,
Christ.
I get that, but that happens with both genders.
God damn it.
Yeah, because people don't care about guys' feelings. That's just how society works. You see, I, did I ever say you didn't? I'm just telling you how society is. Like, society is like, society teaches dudes just like, oh, you're a man. You're not supposed to you're not supposed to be sad. If you are sad, deal it with yourself. Yeah, but that's just how things are. I mean, racism and sexism is a thing in this country, and no longer how long it is. It's always going to be a thing. You know, there's always going to be somebody in this country or around the world that's like, oh, you can't do this because you are female. You can't do this because you are male. Yeah, I don't know, but Skylar was special. Like, she was unlike any other.
Insane!
I remember the day I first met Skylar. It was 2017. July 30th,
Fucking A.
2017. And I was at this recreational place shooting basketball.
What the fuck?
It was in one of those like basketball cage fence thingies, and I was shooting basketball. And I see somebody out of the corner of my eye watching me play basketball through a fence thingy. Like she has her like hands on it, like the fence holes, and she's just looking. And she's like, "You're." It's like, and then her first words to me were, "You're really good at basketball, aren't you?" And then I said, and then she said, "You want to play 1-on-1?" I said, "Sure." She beat me at basketball. She's really. She was short, but like she still had a bit more skill than I did. You see, but like just because I was taller doesn't mean I was better at basketball than she was. She was just better at basketball. I mean, not all all tall people are good at basketball. Just like, I mean, you're more favored in basketball if you're taller, but that doesn't mean you're better. Just just like all
Like, yes, there's a lot of Hispanics in the sport of baseball, but not all Hispanics are good at baseball.
You one of them? You are.
Because a group of people does something, it's like, oh, that must be like how everybody does it. That's how stereotype happens. It's like fried chicken and watermelon, and oh, that was a stereotype that all black people eat watermelon and drink Kool-Aid and eat fried chicken. It's like because that all started way back in the days of integration. It's like some of these people have never seen black people before, and they see these people eating chicken. It's like, oh, all black people eat chicken,
Cover me now.
and that's where that stereotype came from. Yeah, but it's not. It's like it's not their fault. They just because of segregation, they didn't know what a black person did. So like, it's a bunch of black people eat chicken. They were like, oh, all black people must eat fried chicken, and then that's where that stereotype came from. Stereotypes are not normally purposely made. Most of the time,